What's up, everybody? Welcome to Vlog Palace. This is vlog number 4, Knicks playoff preview. I'm very excited for this. The playoffs is here. Knicks are in it. Knicks are in it again. I'm looking forward what this team's going to be doing this season, this playoffs, and how far we're able to go. But guys, we got our matchup. We're playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks are a good team. The young team. They had a good season. They had a good, decent season. Obviously, much improved from last year. But let's just go over with the team stats and compare on both each other going into this first round series. So as you can see, Knicks are 3rd seed. The Hawks are 6th seed. In the season head-to-head, the Knicks, they played 3 games. The Knicks won two out of those 3 games. Now the games that the Knicks have won were both games were close games, and the one that Hawks have won, they won, I believe, by 10 or by 12. I believe it was by 12, and they blew them out. But as you can see right here, the stats here: points per game, the Knicks were 10th place in the league, averaging 116.5 a game. The Hawks, a little bit more, ranked 6th, 118.5 points per game. Points allowed, now Knicks were top 5. This defense right here, top 5 in the league, allowing 110 points. Well, the Hawks allow 116 points. They were 18th on that one. And as far as the threes, very close, both averaging 14 threes a game. And the offensive rebounding, I think that's huge. Obviously, the Knicks, I look at that as the Knicks' identity really is rebounding. They're a very good rebounding team. They're 6th place, averaging 12.7 offensive rebounds a game. With the Hawks is 11. Obviously, majority of that has to do a lot with Mitchell Robinson. And in the rebounding, like I mentioned, they're 7th place in the league, 45.6 rebounds a game. Along with the Hawks is the 18th place with 43 rebounds a game. Now this one really stood out to me, which I did not know, is the Hawks number 1 in the league at assists per game, 30. So that's really what their identity is this year, is really moving the ball, sharing the ball, finding guys that are open, hitting some threes, finding guys in the low post, cutting, everything. I mean, averaging 30 assists a game, and they're number 1 in the league. So Knicks, and then I'm sure they probably, I don't watch the Hawks game too much, but they probably move the ball very well, without the ball very well. So Knicks got to be alerted on that. Got to be alerted on that one, and watch out for those off the ball screens. And the Knicks are 13th place with 27.4. And the steals, the Hawks are also good in steals too. I know, they're very long. All their players are like long and big, long wingspan, and they're very active. They're very active with their hands. And the majority of those steals are coming from like deflections or stealing the ball behind the players. When they do the pick and rolls and stuff like that, and go to a lot of fast breaks, points. But they're 5th in the league, 9.4 steals per game, and the Knicks are 19th with 8.1. So the Hawks are good on that one. And then the blocks, yes. I mean, I didn't expect Knicks. The Knicks don't really have a block shot, shot blocker. I mean, other than probably like Mitchell Robinson, I guess, but he doesn't block shots that much either. So we're like 29th, we're 2nd to last on blocks with 3.9, and the Hawks are 18th. They're not that well either with 4.7. So, and then the turnovers, the Knicks, they handle the ball very well this season with 13.6, ranked 6th, and the Hawks are 14.6. So those are the stats, guys. So as you can see there, now take all the stats into one. I think not bad. Not a bad stats at all. They're okay, but you take this series, to me, the main thing for this series is really comes down to experience. Obviously, the Knicks got a lot more experience, playoff experience, than the Hawks do. So I believe the Knicks will win this series in 5. I think they're gonna win this series in 5. I think game 1 and 2 the Knicks are gonna take at their home. I think in game 3 the Hawks are gonna take it, and then 4 and 5 the Knicks will take that. And I think every game is gonna be close. I think they're gonna, I think the Hawks are gonna fight. They're gonna play tough. They're a very feisty team. They're young, and really, they don't really have that much pressure on them the way the Knicks have. Obviously, throughout the whole season, they've always been about finals or bust, right? But the Hawks got nothing to lose, so they're gonna play that way. I expect them to play that way. And I expect them to fight. I expect them to play hard against the Knicks. And I did wanted this matchup. And the reason why I wanted this matchup was because I feel like the Knicks need this to prepare themselves moving forward to the playoffs, like second round against Boston, maybe third round against Detroit. And I'm not saying they should overlook the Hawks. They should never overlook any opponent, obviously, especially in the playoffs. But it just I know the Hawks don't give them a little hard time. And in Toronto, I didn't want Toronto. I think Knicks would have destroyed Toronto. Orlando's another team that gives the Knicks trouble. Over the years, throughout the season. Hawks is one, and you can make an argument against Philly, maybe, with Embiid healthy, sure. But I think just like last year, when the Pistons gave Knicks, a tough first round series, 6, but it was all tough 6 games. I think that helped Knicks be prepared for the Celtics, and that's why I believe they beaten the Celtics, because of that first round matchup. And I believe the Hawks are going to do the same in this series. So I think it's gonna be a good matchup. It's gonna be a good, hard fought 5 games, and I think Knicks are gonna take this, man. I'm really looking forward to this series. I'm looking forward throughout the whole playoffs. Also, now Towns. Let's talk about Karl-Anthony Towns now. He had an up and down season. We all know, probably one of his worst season throughout his whole career. But it's the playoffs. We need Towns to be a number 2. Number 2 behind Brunson out all time in all games. He cannot give us 30 points one game and 4 points in the next, or shoots like 20 shots in the next game, like 2. He can't do that. He cannot do that. Knicks are not going anywhere if Towns plays like that. So Mike Brown needs to figure that out. Brunson needs to figure that out. And of course, Towns really, he needs to be more demanding. Like you're the second best player in this team. You're getting paid big money. We know what you're capable of doing. You've done it over the years. And we need the last year's Towns, or even better, if they really have a shot to make a run to the finals or probably win it all. Towns has to be the number 2. In this series, he doesn't really have to. It's just I think Brunson's gonna do what he does. He's gonna probably average like 30 a game. I think like OG's gonna have a great series. I don't know what to expect from Bridges, but Towns, he could give you like a good 20 points, 17 to 20 points a game against this team. But moving forward with the second round, possibly with the Celtics, third round, possibly with the Pistons, Towns got to be number 2. He has to. Brunson cannot do it alone, especially when those 2 physical teams, if they end up playing them. And if he becomes your number 2, if he averages 25 points and like 13 rebounds a game throughout the whole playoffs, I truly believe the Knicks are going to the finals, and they're gonna probably win it. And they're gonna probably win it all. I truly believe that. And Towns is the key player for that. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. I I hope I'm right on that one because we need that guy, man. We need Towns. We definitely need Towns. Now, also, another thing, the bench. Now, I believe Mike Brown got his roles, got his bench in place. I think he got his rotation, in place. Obviously, we all know what the starting five is going to be. Now, the bench is Mitchell Robinson, probably most likely Shamet, right? Jordan Clarkson and McBride, and that's not, to me that's probably the best, maybe the best bench in the league. But I think Mitch Robinson do what he does. I think he plays his role the best than anybody in the league, with rebounding and deflecting the ball and shot blocking. So I think McBride is gonna be inconsistent. He's always been that guy. We're going to have some games that he's going to probably give you 15 to 20, maybe 15 points, maybe 20 points. Maybe 20 is a little too much, but 15 points per game. I think Shaman's going to give you some good, solid three-point shots where we need him to make them. To whenever the Hawks goes on their little runs, Shaman could hit a 3 or 2 just to end the runs, just to kill it. I think Shaman would provide that, and to me, the key player off the bench is Jordan Clarkson. He's our a legit scoring guard coming off the bench. And if he could average throughout the whole playoffs 10 or more points per game, I think that's huge for the Knicks. That would help the Knicks a lot. And I believe Clarkson will do that. So I think the bench will be, huge in this playoffs. And they're going to definitely provide a good amount of minutes, a good amount of rebounding from Mitch Robinson, points from Clarkson, points from McBride, maybe a couple of steals from McBride, a good amount of threes from Shaman. That's what our bench provides us right there. So we get that, it would be great. I truly believe we're going to be good throughout the whole playoffs. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. So can't wait for this first round to start. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below on how do you think the Knicks are gonna play out. Everything I just said, do you agree with it? If you disagree, comment below. Let me know what the Knicks need to do, because man, I'm really excited. I'm pumped up, and that's it, guys. This is vlog number 4, Knicks playoff preview. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the series, and I'm looking forward to doing this more about the Knicks. Take care, everyone.